In an unfortunate incident, a Bajaj Finserv employee in UP's Jhansi committed suicide. He left behind a 5-page suicide note citing extreme work pressure as the reason behind the extreme step. The case came in the wake of Anna Sebastian's death that created a stir across the nation, raising a debate between toxic work culture and a less appreciated culture of work-life balance. Hello and welcome to Think for India. I'm your host Paurush Gupta. Let's begin. Finding a job with a competent salary is a dream for every young Indian and their families in India. While some get it with effort, others struggle to get one. However, it may seem like a cakewalk after that, but it's not. It's never easy to work in an organization, especially when the workload is high. The recent death of Anna Sebastian, who worked in a private firm named EY, kicked a debate on the issue of work environments, which are the next reality after landing a dream job. Anna Sebastian died after she collapsed at home. Later in a letter, Anna's mother stated that the cause of her death was extreme work pressure that took a toll on her physical and mental health. Her letter went viral on social media, after which the Labour Ministry took cognizance of the matter. However, Anna's case is not the only incident where an employee succumbed to extreme work conditions. It is just that after her tragic demise, the issue was seen on a broader scale and a string of such incidents came to the forefront. After Anna's death, an HDFC employee, Sadaf Fatima, collapsed during office hours on September 24th. Later, peers alleged that she also died of work pressure. As stated above, just yesterday, an employee working at Bajaj Finserv committed suicide in Jhansi, alleging extreme workload in a suicide note. These incidences highlight that everything is not hunky-dory once you land a job. Rather, what is more important is work-life balance. To scramble for the cause of such incidences, it must be noted that any organization is basically driven by a need to generate money. For this, it needs a workforce which obviously needs to be paid. More often than not, organizations try to reduce working costs by reducing the workforce, which ultimately increase the workload on the employees. Although the workload can never lead to a person to take such extreme measures, it is the sheer ignorance of the organizations under which they pressurize employees to get the extra work done despite knowing that they are at fault. And this becomes the habit of organizations. By habit of organization, it means that the ones who join the organization also get transformed according to the work environment. This is often referred to in the corporate world as toxic culture of the organization. But this does not mean that private organizations are solely at fault. As earlier said, every organization has a need to generate revenue. The role of unemployment is also a major factor behind these incidences, which cannot be ignored. As most unacquainted would ask, why not leave such a job? Getting a job may have become an easy task, but getting a competitive job easily is still a difficult task. This also leads organizations to unilaterally impose work conditions. Those working in the corporate world could hardly say that they have a say when it comes to their rights at work. Simply put, there are lots of employees but not the other way around. In fact, this is far more consequential in such cases as compared to the behavior of the organization. Infosys founder Narayan Murthy had said that working individuals should invest 70 hours per week in their work, a statement widely criticized by many. Although his statement shows how an employer's mind works, he can only be accused of being insensitive as he heads an organization that employs primarily towards revenue generation. The significant question is, what options do the employees have? The answer to the why of Anna-like incidences lies in finding the answer to this very question. So although legislation can be made and strictly implemented to prevent such incidences, there is also a need to look at the issue through its core. There is a need to generate employment and, most importantly, an environment where competency is paid for, so that the urge to hire a worthy employee should pull the towering organization equally to the table while negotiating employment terms and conditions.